Nothing goes together like the Heat and Miami as we get ready for an interconference contest here at the American Airlines Arena. First game of this trip here for the Pelicans. They're hoping to start it off with a W. And it goes without saying, with Kevin Love back in good health, they are extremely excited to have him in the lineup.
Yeah, and the fans have been waiting for this moment for a while. I'll bet they're going to let him know how happy they are to have him back on the court. He's worked extremely hard to return to the lineup as quickly as possible. I know he's been waiting for this day, too.
Yeah, Clark, the work they were able to do while he was out impressed me. I mean, they deserve a ton of credit for not panicking and continuing to play good basketball without him.
And the starting lineup for the Pelicans, Money in at point guard. Paul George is out there with Davis, and it's Knox in at the 5. Love with the screen for Kid Gilchrist. Loses his man off the screen and lays it up and in.
And how about that screen by Love? That was a wall.
Davis, the pass to Knox. And the officials signal the backcourt violation. Not very careful there. To the middle. Here's Patsatsuliu. And he can't bank that one in. On defense, the Heat. This game coming on the heels of their win against Toronto.
And they lit it up from the three-point line. I mean, you don't always have to shoot like that to win a game, but it sure doesn't hurt.
Their percentage from deep was excellent. Just take a look at the box score.
Adams outside. Love against Davis. It's Kid Gilchrist on the wing. Clock at 6. Patsatsuliu, defended by George. That's good.
Still went down, but with no defense anywhere near him, he might as well just go straight up. No need to fade away.
Here's Money. He had a career game last time out. Bucket after bucket. And so just over a minute and a half played. Trying to find Davis. He's got it now. Pass to Money from past the arc. And that one falls coming off of Davis's feed. 8 points for Money.
3 straight makes to start this game. Looking good.
George against Kid Gilchrist. Some nice ball movement here by the Heat. And that one's good. Love. Love's got his first bucket in this one.
Yeah, 3 out of 4 from the floor, so a good start for this club.
Kid Gilchrist comes with a double team. Shoots from 14. Hits the front of the rim and out.
Great look. Disappointing result.
You know, most times he knocks that one down.
Wallace with it. Picked up by Davis. Here's Vujanic. Can't tie it up as that one's no good. Looking at the last game for the New Orleans Pelicans, it was a win against the Kings.
You know, so often in the NBA we talk about how you have to earn your points the hard way, but it didn't seem like that was the case. Everything came pretty easily.
Too many of their points came the easy way, Steve. You're right. On dunks and layups against the defense that didn't really put up much resistance.
Here's Money.
What a throwdown there. Man.
Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying Clark to get back into this game like this.
Yeah, definitely a jam with emphasis. A big apostrophe or exclamation point. How about maybe even a question mark, partner?
Well, you know what the questions are about now. It's their defense, that's for sure.
And George, here we go. Fades. And another 3 for New Orleans.
He's just been the man since the start of this quarter. I mean, just a tremendous period of basketball for him.
First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. Miami no good on that time either. Pelicans leading by 9. Passes it to Money, and it's out of bounds. The Heat will take it the other way. And I think Doris Burke has something for us right now. Doris?
Kevin, I had a chance to talk with head coach Eric Spoelstra. He said that one player he's really wary of is Anthony Davis, adding he can impact the game in so many ways: defense, shot blocking, rebounding, and scoring. He's still adding muscle, and we've got to capitalize on that strength advantage at both ends. Kevin, that's the MO for any young player. We'll see how he stands up to it.
Thanks, Doris.
Maybe they're still working out the kinks defensively because that was a blatant mistake.
The Pelicans have gotten 6 or 7 shots to fall in the first quarter. They're off and running. Here's Money. And again, New Orleans with the triple.
All these open threes they're giving up have really been the driving force of this run.
I agree, guys, and the points add up in a hurry when you start giving up easy looks from long range.
And here is the 2K leaderboard with the list of the NBA's top rebounding teams this season. The Pelicans 4th.
You know what, as a group, they've been very crashing the boards. It's a total team effort and a team attitude with this group. That's why they rank amongst the league leaders in rebounding.
And Miami has possession. It's a 10-point game. And it's Kid Gilchrist penetrating. There's the bucket. Good. Kid Gilchrist has got his second basket. For New Orleans, they've gone 7 of 8 from the field to start the game. Very hot shooting. Here's Money. He's got 16. Rodic. Another one falls for New Orleans.
They're allowing a sky-high field goal percentage. That won't get it.
Not at all. They've been able to score with ease.
Love outside. Here's Vujanic. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2. That one on George.
Yeah, he got whacked. Shouldn't be much debate on that one.
Yeah, that was as straightforward as it gets, guys.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Pelicans.
Now, they didn't waste any time getting into a groove out there. They're dialed in from long range.
They've been distributing the ball really well tonight, too. I mean, a decent number of assists so far for them.
He hits the second from the line. Pelicans leading by 9. Here's Money. Down low. And that one's good. George.
They've been hot here early, dropping them in left and right.
Let's see how long they can keep it going. This is quite a start.
Kicks it to Kid Gilchrist. Adams dishes to Kid Gilchrist. Right wing. It's a pick by Love. Here's Patsatsuyu. Again, the miss by the Heat.
He got the shot he wanted off that pick, just couldn't get it to fall.
But, Steve, they'll take that play all day long, 10 times out of 10. That was good action.
I couldn't have dreamt of a much better start than what they've had here today.
Everything's worked, especially offensively, and what a lead they have already to show for it.
It's a pick by Love. There's the pick to the left side wing. Off the left rim and out.
Things have kind of gone south for him here in the quarter.
Davis sets a screen. Here's Money. Pass to Davis. Some nice passing here by New Orleans. It's hauled in by Adams.
Terrific job that time defending at the rim. I mean, it's not an easy task stopping that fella when he's headed to the bucket like that. Good job. He's been wayward and just off on about everything he's put up in this period.
Here's Money. He's got 16 to the right side. The feed to George. Goes up at the stripe, and it's New Orleans scoring again.
Huge advantage for them already.
And as well as they've played at both ends so far, this lead might continue to grow.
Here's Vujanic. And that one's good.
His first make here in 4 tries to start this game.
Pelicans leading by 13. Here's Money. The 10-footer. And it's good.
They've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
And it's not just their passing, but their cutting, their movement together as a unit that's led to that.
group in for the Heat. Here we are in November. Let's see how things are shaking out in the West season. You look at Texas. They hold the first place spot in the conference just right where they want to be. They've got momentum. And, of course, the Nuggets, 2.5 games back.
You know, right now for the Pelicans, they've really wasted no time. They've already shown themselves to be in mid-season form, and you expect that from a team of this caliber.
Yeah, they're a team to be reckoned with, among the very best the league has to offer, and they know it. They play with a lot of confidence.
And Clark, we saw a very animated huddle that last break, and I'm sure the coach wanted something specific from his team.
Well, Kevin, this is certainly a key moment for the squad, and he's looking for players to lock into the new game plan and carry it out the rest of the way. That's what he's trying to get across.
Well, he hasn't had much success shooting the ball, but it's not too late for him to get it turned around and start contributing.
Some really terrific numbers for money.
He's already got 16 points, and he's added to his numbers by hitting 4 shots from the three-point line.
Well, 12 points from long range, so the defense has to figure out a way to defend him a little differently, try to get into his airspace.
New Orleans shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line.
Yeah, this is a very good free throw shooting team, guys. I mean, you look at the numbers, impressive.
And, you know, I really think the hard work they've put in the offseason and so far this year really making a big difference. I mean, they've made a huge improvement in their shooting at the line.
And pushing it up, here's New Orleans. Rips down the breakaway slam.
I think that play sort of sums up what we've seen throughout, just simply being outplayed both sides of the ball. Smart basketball defensively turning into quick points.
And that's not going to be able to continue if they hope to get back into this game, Clark. It's a deflating play for your morale.
Here's O'Brien following the score by New Orleans. Simon, the pass to O'Brien. It's stolen by Davis. Here's Money, and there's the rejection. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Pelicans will retain possession.
19 seconds on the shot.
Expanding his range. That's good. Money's got 23 points.
He shot the ball exceptionally well as they've built this lead for themselves here.
The Heat trail by 20. Claxton, guarded by Curry. Offensive rebound, Mozgov, and the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket's good. He'll go to the line.
That's his first personal foul.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight. Free throw off from Mozgov. New Orleans leading by 18. And George kicks to Davis. Left side Curry. The pass to Money. To the inside. Feeds it to George. Just 5 on the clock. Shoots it up. It's Curry. That time on the assist by George. And the Pelicans lead by 20.
And that's another assist for a team that is putting on a clinic on how to share the ball.
I just love the mentality they've had. If a shot isn't there, they're not forcing anything. They're moving it side to side and working to get a good shot. Not a really great start for him as he just isn't shooting the ball that effectively here early on.
Oh, and there's the alley-oop. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Count the bucket.
What a nice play. Stole it away and took it coast to coast.
Here's Money. 23 points in the game. 1:49 left in the first. Dishes to Davis. Pass to Money.
A moment here to take a look at some of the numbers for Anthony Davis. First in shooting percentage, second in rebounding, and how about his accuracy from the foul line, guys? He is in the top 10 in free throw percentage.
I don't think we can overlook the fact that he's the top field goal percentage shooter in the league. I mean, lights out. That's really the only way to describe him. He doesn't miss much.
The Heat trail by 18. The 8-footer blocked, and they're able to recover.
Steve, they've come out with a take-no-prisoners approach on the glass today.
Yeah, it's impressive, too. Clark's already gotten them a +5 margin in the rebound column. Boy, he is a strong finisher on the fast break.
Yeah, he sure is. He remains in total control, even at full speed. I love that about him.
1:15 left to play in the first quarter. Heat moving the ball around. Claxton guarded by Curry. And it's out of bounds to the Pelicans.
Remains Pelicans ball.
And the Pelicans making a change here.
7 seconds on the shot clock. 7. Checking in for the Pelicans. Antonio Huffman.
Here's Money. 25 points in the game. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2.
That's his first personal foul.
The Pelicans have been solid at the line so far. 4 for 4. That free throw good for Money.
Taking 2 shots.
Good on both.
They're shooting extremely well from the free throw line now.
54 seconds left to play in the first. They swipe it. All alone.
Oh, hammer time.
Wow.
Hammer time.
He has a highlight reel unto himself, guys.
Yeah,
wow.
that could very well be a contender for Dunk of the Year and perhaps might make its way all over the internet.
I'm with you. I'm with you, Clark. That's a crowd pleaser if I've ever seen one.
Here's O'Bryant. That one off the back iron and out.
That's not his shot there, guys. And whether you play D on him or not, he's usually going to miss that one.
Pass to Money. There's 21 seconds left here in the opening quarter. That's good.
Now they've gotten something out of just about every possession, and their defense has been just as good. Masterful performance across the board.
And don't forget, on the road, too.
Patsatsolyu, guarded by Curry. Shot to stop the run. Can't get it to go. And the buzzer sounds to end the first, and we've got a blowout underway here. Pelicans ahead, running away with it. And the second quarter about to get started. We'll be back in just a moment.
This Saturday, November 27th, Anthony Davis and the New Orleans Pelicans take on John Wall and the Washington Wizards. Who?
Welcome back, everyone. A lopsided first quarter in the books already as we start this second quarter. Well, Steve, Clark, Pelicans pretty much in control here.
Solid first quarter for this club. They came out strong, and they put together some nice momentum.
Steve, I like the looks they've gotten on offense. A lot of good ones.
The Heat shooting 43% from the field. And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. So the Pelican 5 right now. Stripped away. And even 3-on-3 break. Here's Huffman, and the layup's good off the glass.
And what jumps out at you guys, the assist totals. I mean, they have been dominant in that category. It's the ball movement, the player movement, a great rhythm to their offense.
Clearly seems to me a different mindset between these teams.
Here's Love. Kid Gilchrist trying to free himself up. Love, no good.
With the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be. Firmly in control of this game.
Yeah, they have not let their guard down one bit in the paint.
Let's check out what Doris Burke has for us.
Well, guys, Money in the last outing against the Kings was superb. He finished with 63 points, and he was his usual self on the defensive end, providing a bunch of steals. Absolutely amazing numbers from him in what was truly a memorable performance for him and for us, Kevin.
Thanks, Doris, for revisiting what was an astounding performance, Clark.
It clearly was one of those games that when we look back on his career, this game will be right there among the best ever that he's played.
Well, he was in the zone from the outset. It was just one of those games where he was feeling it. Everything was going his way. And he attacked, and that's what I like. Once he knew it was his night, he just attacked relentlessly.
The dish now to Davis.
Miami foul call. Michael Kidd Gilchrist. That's his first personal foul.
The Pelicans have been excellent at the free throw line here today. A flawless 6 for 6. And the first one at the line is good. Jeff Teague, he's checked in for New Orleans. That one falls, so he hits both of them. The Heat have gotten only one of their first 4 shots in the second quarter to drop. The fadeaway, that's good. Second quarter of play with around 2 minutes gone so far. Here's Money. He has 31. Pulls up on the wing. Outside, Davis. Shot clock at 6. And there's the pass to Knox. It's stolen by Adams. Up top, Kid Gilchrist. He picked up 15 points in their last win against Toronto. Good ball movement here by the Heat. Knocks it loose and stolen by Jeff Teague. And he lobs it up.
You know, as soon as that steal was made, it was over. That was going to be a bucket the whole way.
That's exactly how a turnover costs you.
Here in the second quarter, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now.
I'm a gangster, but y'all knew that. The big boss dog, yeah, I had to do that. I keep a blue flag hanging on my backside, but only on the left side. Yeah, that's the side. Ain't no other way to play the game the way I play. I cut so much you thought I was a DJ.
Let's catch up with Doris from the sideline.
Hi, Kevin. Over that last break, I listened to the Pelicans head coach address his team. He told them to be looking to attack in the open floor. He doesn't want them getting slowed down in half-court sets. He wants the fast break to be a major weapon. He focused next on what he feels will be their most reliable offensive approach, which is the use of ball screens and the pick and roll. That's a play we should be seeing a lot of. Guys, they're clearly hoping those changes have an effect even before this game makes it to halftime. Kevin?
Thank you, Doris. From deep. No good from Money.
Well, after that great first quarter from outside, he's cooled down here.
In the corner, it's Kid Gilchrist. The 10-footer finds the target. Kid Gilchrist has got his 3rd bucket of the night.
Really did a nice job recognizing the mismatch that he had and immediately cashing in with that mid-range jumper.
To the wing right side. Kicks it to Teague. Lets it go with a 3. It's hauled in by Adams. The Heat have gone 3 of 7 shooting the ball here in the second quarter. Here's Vujanic. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. He's got 5.
Well, and the bounce pass was the key to the play.
New Orleans has gone to 3-point range 7 times tonight, knocked down 5 of them. Knox the pass to Money. Throws it up high. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Pass to Kid Gilchrist. Here's Vujanic. Can't hit. Great D that time from Teague.
Well, one of his issues is he's a player that just does not excel at fighting through contact on his way to the rim.
Right side Teague. Takes a 3. Shot is off. The Heat go the other way with it, and going against New Orleans, their first meeting of the year.
You know, in terms of playing against somebody in the opposite conference, it doesn't get much better. In fact, it's too bad these clubs only play each other twice.
Pushing it up. Here's Money. Hammers it home to polish off the break.
Well, this is how you completely rattle an opponent's rhythm.
Yeah, you know, such terrific on-the-ball defense to trigger the transition opportunity.
And it wasn't just the tough D, it was the exclamation point they put on the fast break with the slam.
And the layup's good off the glass. He has 7. New Orleans making this switch here. George is checked in.
Checking in for the Pelicans.
Some teams live and die by the 3. Let's check out the best. Pelicans, number 1.
Now the three-point shot has become probably the most important weapon in their arsenal. And look at the numbers. I mean, that's amazing.
And he drops in the layup off the glass.
The defender a little hesitant to offer resistance as he bursts to the hoop.
New Orleans has gone 0-3 from beyond the arc to start the second quarter. Money passes to Davis. Kid Gilchrist with the steal. It's Kid Gilchrist on the wing. Love with a wide open look. No good on the three.
It's been a great day for them on the boards, Clark. That's definitely been a major factor in building this big lead.
And, you know, from a number standpoint, the advantage might not be that large, but they have been manhandling them inside.
Davis with the bucket.
Well, here we go again. An open path to the hoop, an easy 2 points. Where is the defense?
The Heat have gone 6 of 12 in the second quarter, right at the 50% mark from the field. Out left to the wing. Five to shoot. It's Kid Gilchrist on the wing. Here's the screen. The timely screen gave him a step, and he took it all the way. Kid Gilchrist has got 8 points.
That makes it 10 of their last 12 points coming from inside the painted area.
Yep, that's something that the defense has to put a stop to. Maybe a defensive adjustment is necessary here. So nice to have a guy like that who can take charge at any time.
Yeah, so many of his passes, Steve, have led directly to baskets.
Now the feed to Adams. Love right side. And it's out of bounds to the Pelicans.
Still New Orleans ball.
So both teams changing it up here.
I like that shooting.
New Orleans. And through one half, it hasn't even been close. New Orleans on top, opening up a huge gap. And now let's catch up with Doris Burke, who's standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Guys, I'm here with Kevin Love. And Kevin, facing a deficit at halftime, what do you guys need to do differently in the second half of this ball game?
Hey, shots. I mean, we're getting good ones. We just, I don't know what it is. We had a day off. See, to get our legs under us in the second half, come out, go on a big run like we usually do, and we'll be fine.
It's a make-or-miss league. Kevin, thanks for the time. Guys, over to you.
Thank you, Doris. And folks, don't go away after the break. We'll see you right back here for the start of the second half in the third quarter.
Okay, guys, tremendous work in the first half. These fans haven't had a thing to cheer about. Let's talk about how to keep it going. You guys came to play today. What a job shutting them down with our D and running our own offense with precision. I love the focus I'm seeing. I will point out that all the steals we got in that half as something we can build on. We pestered them with our D. That was great. Also, we can sacrifice some manpower on the defensive glass in this half in order to have opportunities to get the break started with bodies already headed up the court. All right, guys, let's get out there and play a good second half.
Tightly contested game, guys, but you know, anything can happen. What a game we're seeing from Money.
Well, I love his tenacity defensively. The way he plays at that end of the floor, it's been a major factor here in this game.
And as the game moves on, I think he should continue to be aggressive defensively to keep ball handlers off balance and uncomfortable.
Here's Patsatsuyu. That falls. Big assist by Love. He's got 9.
D there, guys, was pretty much non-existent. I mean, you can't leave a good shooter like that open.
And for the Pelicans, Money, he's in at the point. Anthony Davis is out there with Paul George. And it's Knox in at the 5 down low.
That's the epitome of teamwork right there, Kevin, on the alley-oop.
Clark, what about the finish? Bringing it down with some thunder.
Yeah, lightning, too.
But I'll tell you, the pass was even better. I mean, he put it on an absolute platter for him.
And for the Heat, it's a pick by Love. Here's Vujanic. Buries it down low.
Every once in a while, he'll kind of step out of his role and give you something like that.
New Orleans has gone 7 of 10 shooting from three-point land tonight. Excellent numbers from outside. Setting the floor now for the Pelicans. Money, he's in at point guard. Paul George is out there with Anthony Davis. And it's Knox in at the 5, home in the paint. Out to the right wing. Back to Adams. Love outside. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it 3.
You know, the height difference there is huge, but he canceled it out with great body control in the air.
Exactly, Steve. He got to the hoop and wouldn't allow himself to be manhandled by the big boy.
The Heat shooting the 6th attempt at the free throw line tonight.
Well, the season numbers for this club really low. I mean, this is something that the team has been focusing on. They've got to improve.
Yeah, it's been a very frustrating season for them in that regard, guys.
They double him with Love. Feeds it to Davis. Here's Money. 33 points for him. And stolen by Love. Some nice ball movement here by the Heat. The shot is off. Davis with some nice D. Oh, he's going up for the alley-oop here. It's tipped. He's all alone. And George with this stuff.
He's been so reliable again today, Kevin, and they need his points, and he's providing them.
A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the third. Now Love inside. Looking to get it going. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim.
And it is very dangerous to leave him open like that. Lucky break for the defense that he missed it.
In low to Davis. Out of bounds, Pelicans ball as New Orleans keeps possession.
That was an awfully risky pass, guys. Lucky it didn't wind up as a steal.
Well, it nearly did wind up as a steal, but no harm done in the end. They hang on to possession.
3 minutes gone now in the third quarter. Clock at 6. There's the lob to the hoop. Kid Gilchrist with the steal. Dishes it to Adams. Love against Davis from 15 feet away. And again, it's the Heat missing.
Very poor shot selection there, guys.
Trying his luck deep, and it's good. 3 points on the board on the shot from Money. Money's got 36. The Heat have gone 3 of 7 on field goal attempts here in the second half. In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. Pass to Knox. Another one falls for New Orleans.
This has been a one-sided game in just about every area. The lead continues to grow.
Absolutely. Their offense and their D have been equal parts outstanding.
Another steal. And oh, here we go with George. Nobody back. And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for the Pelicans.
Boy, their hounding, harassing effort at the defensive end, very impressive. And they forced quite a few turnovers as a result.
The other thing they're doing, guys, is forcing turnovers and then creating points offensively as a result.
Love, no good.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today. There's a glaring discrepancy between these teams in that area of the game.
Yeah, that's what's paved the way for them to build this big lead, no question.
Back to George. Outside for Davis. Passes it to Money. 5 to shoot. Back to Davis. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. Davis has got 9.
Boy, I tell you what, nice little run here they're going on.
Now the story is points in the paint, Clark. I mean, they're getting point-blank shots every time down.
The dish to Love. Hits it from three-point range. Love's got his third basket of the night.
An unusual skill set for a big man. The long-range shot gives you such good spacing offensively.
Here's Money. And another 3 for New Orleans.
His work at the offensive end has been phenomenal. Maybe reason number 1, they're ahead.
Miami's gone 2 of 2 from long range in the third quarter so far. Tipped away. And here they come. Jumps up.
Oh! That was wicked!
Heat have gone 4 of 9 from the floor so far in the third. And there's the pass to Love. Left side, Adams. And that's out of bounds. Miami will retain possession.
Still Heat ball.
And the Heat making a change here.
Substitution for the Heat. Alex Claxton.
Six on the shot clock. Off the left rim and out.
That's a shot that he sometimes struggles with, but you can't fault him for taking it when the defense backs off like that.
George dishes to Davis, and that is good. Davis has got 4 points in the quarter.
4 of their last 5 makes came off of a high-quality shot inside.
Yeah, that's textbook basketball, just having their way down low.
Outside, Kid Gilchrist. And just miss after miss right now. New Orleans dictating the flow. Here's Money, and he's got 41. And there's the 3-second violation. Here we are in November, and let's see how things are going out east in the early season. Taking a look at Boston. They've got the #1 record in the conference, and because of it, each night out, their competition is going to bring it right at them. And, of course, Miami, 4 games back.
Checking out Miami, they've certainly looked more than solid to start this season. I mean, still one of the top teams in the league and getting it done impressively.
Yeah, the regular season is really just a warm-up for them. I mean, the question is how deep they'll be able to go once the playoffs roll around.
Love, no good. Pelicans shooting an almost unfair 78% from the field. New Orleans moving it around. Here's Money. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation.
And you've had a chance to see Paul George. How about his numbers? Where does he stack up? Let's take a look. 3rd in three-point shooting. And his field goal percentage has been off the charts. He's in the top 5 in the NBA in terms of shooting accuracy.
And that 3-point field goal percentage of his, splendid. I mean, absolutely terrific. He's been perfect in his form. When he decides to let it fly, it's a thing of beauty.
Davis against Love. The Heat need to get a shot off. It's hauled in by George. New Orleans has gone 2 of 2 from long range in the third quarter so far. Here's Money. Knocks down the 3 ball. Money's got 44.
He's absolutely killing it from outside.
And for the Heat, they're shooting 31% here in the third. Offensively, they are looking bleak. Shot to end this cold run. It's rebounded by New Orleans. George has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Pass to Money. And he's going up for the alley-oop. Uses the glass to finish the layup. 12 points for him.
Boy, they've been so sound offensively in the second half. I love the way they're playing.
Yeah, there's really no comparison in the shooting percentages between the teams since the break.
And that's a foul called on Money.
What kind of passing is that? Let's go. You're in.
Hey.
5 seconds left to play in the third. Here's Patsatsuyu, and that's not going to go. The 3 quarters of play all in the books, and this one all but over already. The Pelicans shooting has been out of this world, 74% from the field. They've got Mozgov, and it's O'Brien in at the small forward. That's the group on the floor for Miami. Heat shooting at 36%. They really seem out of sync offensively. Here's Peterson. No good. Great D that time for Money. So it's the Pelicans now. At the conclusion of this game, they're off to Washington, where they'll face the Wizards. That'll be the second of this two-game road trip.
But the defense just looked a little lazy on the glass there.
Yeah, nobody boxing out. That's inexcusable.
Here's Wennington, defended by Gordon. Here's O'Brien, and so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot two.
That's his first personal foul. O'Brien. 2.
And he knocks down the first one. Love's check in for Miami. He makes 1 of 2 that time. On offense, here are the Pelicans. Pass to Muscala. On the wing, Gordon. Rodich. Off target from three-point range. Now the pass to Peterson. It's rebounded by New Orleans. Pass to Muscala. Kicks it out to Gordon. Here's Money. Pass to Nixon. Clock at 6. Gordon goes in. High post try. And he hits the jump shot.
That's a nice hoop for a guy that typically doesn't score a lot.
About a minute and a half into the fourth quarter now. The pass to Wennington. Love with the screen on Gordon. Wennington passes to Peterson. The second chance effort. Love, no luck. Nice work on the boards, paying off with the basket.
If you battle for the offensive rebound and come up with it, you're guaranteed a high-quality shot on a follow just like he got there.
We're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter in this one. Pass to Money. Shot clock at 6. New Orleans needs to get off a shot. In transition, here comes Miami. Wennington. And he uses the glass on the layup.
Terrible transition defense there.
I think it would have been pointless, Steve. There was no way anybody was beating him to the basket there.
For 3. And again, New Orleans has no luck. He'd have gone just 33% from the field in the fourth quarter so far. They are 2 of 6. Shoots a 3. Pelicans with the rebound. Muscala's got 5 rebounds tonight. Around 3 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. Gordon, the pass to Money. New Orleans moving it around. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Money's got 13 points here in the second half alone. And the action on hold as it appears there's been an injury. Yep, he's definitely in a bad way out there right now. Tough to see.
Yeah, from the look on his face, he's in a lot of pain.
Yeah, it sure looks that way. He's going to come out of the game right now and get that thing checked out.
Kid Gilchrist, he's checked in for Miami. Ennis comes in for Wennington. Outside, Kid Gilchrist. Love right side. Ennis sets the screen for Kid Gilchrist, and there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
Well, if you're going to set a screen like that, you've got to make sure your feet are set.
I agree with you, and I thought maybe he was set that time, Steve. I thought it was a good screen on his part.
The Pelicans making a switch here, and the Pelicans with possession here. They've only given up 5 points here in the fourth quarter. And we're about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter. And he lobs it up toward the rim.
No hesitation at all on that alley-oop. Saw his teammate with the path to the hoop, and bang! Lobbed it right up there for him.
And he was ready for it, elevated, made the catch. You saw the result.
And I like the choice, making the conservative finish, making sure of the 2 points.
Just cannot find the rhythm. Still yet to hit a shot this quarter.
Here's Money. In the corner, it's Gordon. All alone. And the jumper is on the mark.
Assist from
Gordon's got 4 points in the quarter.
Heads up play there, guys, on the assist and the finish.
Takes the three. That's good.
Boy, I tell you what, he loves getting looks like that from the three-point line. No one near him. That's a warm-up jumper for him.
New Orleans has gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. They set the pick, off the pick, and that one is stuffed right through.
Well, they ran a nice play there, Kevin, to set up the easy dunk.
Yeah, he got help from his teammate and ran his man right straight into the pick.
Yep, and that's the offensive player's job. Run him into the screen.
And it was a great pick, too, Clark. I mean, he may have lowered his shoulder a little bit, but he got him pretty clean.
For New Orleans, they've gone 6 of 9 on their field goal attempts since the start of the fourth quarter. Okay, time now for an injury report.
Guys, I got an update from head athletic trainer of the Heat. The news is not good at all. It looks like a broken ankle with additional injury to the surrounding connective tissue. That is going to make things very hard on them in what is still a very young season. Hopefully, as early as it is, he has time to recover and help this team down the road. Guys?
All right, Doris, we will, of course, keep everyone updated as we find out more.
Now, and we know one thing, Kevin. This guy loves to play, so he's going to do everything possible to get back out onto the court.
Definitely. Let's hope it's a speedy recovery for him.
Kid Gilchrist comes with a double team. 6 to shoot. Peterson the pass to Love. Terrific assist. A nice finish. Solid play all around.
I love it when a player like this shakes off a poor first half and comes back strong like he has, showing a lot of confidence in his game.
Fires from the wing. And again, another basket good for Money. Money's got 52 points.
He is just eating this team alive with his offense. It's been a matchup nightmare.
A quick shot there, and it's off target. For New Orleans, they've gone 8 of 11 from the field in the final period. Great shooting down the stretch. Puts up a three, and that's collected by Love. Miami's gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc since the final quarter's gotten underway.
Boy, I tell you what, the D was way too soft right there, like Jell-O. You got to do better than that.
Clark, he's not the kind of guy you want to get in the way of.
No, exactly. I mean, he's a hard man to stop coming down the lane, but you've got to have good position before the play starts.
Looking at the game for Kid Gilchrist, he's got 10 points and the 2 nice steals as well.
Here's Money. Pass to Nixon. Kid Gilchrist with the steal. And that's a foul called on Money. And that'll be his
Nice shooting.
in for Money.
13 foul. Pelican substitution.
Teague with the ball. Battles through traffic and lays it in.
Brought back the finger roll. That's a nice finesse move to pull off with the defense all over him.
Now here's Ennis. Love at the elbow. Fires from 14. Tried to bank it in, but he misses.
Pelicans ball time.
Money's checked in for New Orleans. New Orleans has gone 0-3 so far in the fourth quarter from long range. He lobs up the alley-oop pass. T kicks to Muscala. From deep three-point range. No good from Money. Heat shooting it well here in the fourth quarter. 50%. And that's a foul called on Money. That will get him his 4th foul of the game.
It's his 4th foul, and I'm sure he picked it up a little earlier than he would have liked.
Outside, Kid Gilchrist. And here's Love for 3. Love with another miss. The Pelican shooting has been just uncontainable. 72%. No good from Money. And Miami shooting has been a little ragged, just 38% from the field. Near the three-point line, it's Love, and he knocks down the jumper. Love's got 9 points here in the second half. Clark, one thing we've seen from these guys is excellent ball movement.
And you love to see that, Kevin. I mean, I love watching unselfish play, and I know Steve enjoys that too.
Yeah, that's the best part of the game. I mean, a five-man team game where the ball moves, there's so much unselfish play. It's beautiful to watch.
Ennis kicks to Love. Ennis dishes to Love. Drains it from beyond the arc. Love's got 9 points now in the quarter.
Well, it's been a tale of two halves, hasn't it, guys? After a terrible first half, he's really picking it up.
Here's Money. Throws it up high. Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. Here's Mozgov. And it's Miami with another. New Orleans dictating the flow. Here's Money. Now the pass to Nixon. Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it.
Now, a severe lack of awareness on his part. He had no idea he was near the out-of-bounds line.
The Heat making a switch here. O'Brien's checked in. And the Pelicans shooting in the fourth quarter has been efficient at 56%. Back to Teague. And stolen by Love. Here we go, all alone. Here's O'Brien, hammers it down off the coast-to-coast plate.
And the defense just lets him go there.
And once he hit the open floor, there was no looking back, straight to the rack.
Here's Money.
Wow, throwdown. Look at that athletic play, incredible.
Wow. He has a highlight reel unto himself, guys.
Yeah,
wow.
That could very well be a contender for Dunk of the Year and perhaps might make its way all over the internet.
I'm with you. I'm with you, Clark. That's a crowd pleaser if I've ever seen one.
The shot no good. Guys, we've seen a lot of turnovers in this one.
Yeah, it's been really sloppy out there.
I understand that they're trying to be aggressive, but still, I mean, you can play fast but still play efficiently, but they're not doing that right now.
Huffman.
He found the open man on the perimeter and got the ball to him.
Here's Peterson. No good on the triple. This could get even more out of hand if they continue to put up points.
What an offensive performance it's been.
No good from Money.
That's a bad shot. You really hurt your team by taking a shot from that range. You put your defense in jeopardy.
And it certainly won't make him any friends with his teammates.
The first one falls.
The story in the first half was their low free throw percentage. They've corrected that here in the second half, and hopefully they can build on it as this game continues to progress.
And the Pelicans making a change here. Gordon's checked in. Here's Money. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
In the first half, he was able to get to the line a little bit more. Let's see if he can pick it up here.
Shooting for New Orleans. Money.
The first one falls.
2 shots.
Both free throws good from Money. Miami's gone over and over to the three-point shot in the fourth quarter. 4 of 9.
And we head to the final buzzer in a crushing blowout. Big-time dominance. This will go in the books as a really gaudy win for the Pelicans.
Agreed, Steve, and as one-sided as it gets today. You know, Clark, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
You're right, Kevin. It's hard to think of anything that didn't go right for them. I mean, game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was spot on.
And so this will now translate to 14 wins on the season.
And I think this win builds confidence for this year in the matchup. They take the first win of the season series, and you know, that could play a factor the next time these two teams meet.
And that next meeting will be their second and final game of the season series, being in opposite conferences. So you bet nobody wants to get swept even in a 2-game season series. So I think the next game will be hotly contested.
Fantastic show put on. What an amazing game all around it was for Money. You have to look at his steals and when he would come up with them as major factors in this result.
No good on that one.
2.
And he misses the second one as well, so he is 0 for 2 that time. Pelicans shooting the ball with incredible accuracy. 68% so far. Here's Teague. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2.
That's his first personal foul, 3rd team foul. At the line for the Pelicans, Nixon taking 2 shots.
He's off on the first. No good on the second free throw. The Heat shooting 40% from the field. Pass to Simon. Here's O'Brien, defended by Gordon. O'Brien the pass to Mozgov. And he gets that one to go off the front iron. Here's Money. Off target. So we see the Pelicans taking the W here. Not much to be critical of with this win, Clark.
Not at all. I mean, they showed up not just to play. They showed up to give great effort and to win, and they did both.
And now we'll send it down to Doris Burke, who's standing by courtside. We'll be bringing you an interconference matchup in this one as the Pelicans make the trip in for this one. I'm Kevin Harlan. We've got an action-packed Saturday night of NBA action for you. Thanks for joining us. Here with me tonight, Clark Kellogg, Steve Kerr, and Doris Burke. They're just off a road trip, and the Wizards are looking to settle back here at home. This is a team showing a better record this year over last. This was their goal, and it's coming to fruition so far.
Checking out Washington, boy, they've been one of the big stories of the early season so far, and for all the right reasons, too.
Yeah, that's right. They've been better than anybody could have predicted to this point. They don't have a lot of star power, but they play together. The pieces seem to fit, and, you know, they were flying under the radar, but all of a sudden now people are starting to recognize how good they are.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's check out who's on the floor, courtesy of Gatorade. So for New Orleans right now, Money in at point guard. Anthony Davis is out there with Paul George, and it's Knox in at the 5 spot. Wall with it. Pass to Reynolds. Sullinger the screen. Now the pass to Reynolds. 6 on the shot clock. Lets it go from the wing. Anthony Davis grabs the miss. Money passes to Knox. Wall with the steal. Down low. And it's going to be a 3-second call. Looking at the last game for the New Orleans Pelicans, it was a win against Miami.
It seemed like they hit every big shot they had in that game. Kevin, their offense was clicking, but really clutch in big moments.
That's ideally the way you want it to unfold on the road, Steve. Don't even give the fans a chance to get into the game.
And so the New Orleans Pelicans get the first points of the ballgame. Comes up empty from 19 feet out.
Well, they'll give him that shot. He doesn't have the most reliable jump shot in the world. We know that.
Here's Money. Last game, an incredible scoring display for him. Pass to George. Just 5 to shoot. Blocked. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot. 24-second violation. Just over a minute and a half played here in this one. Oliverio, defended by George. No one near Wall as he lets it go. Misses the 3. On defense, Washington. Still without a basket in the game and going against New Orleans, their first meeting of the year.
Always a little tougher to see how you match up with teams in the opposite conference because you just don't see them very often.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've had a number of empty ones, a long time without a basket.
They got to find something, you're right. And the shot is good.
Really good awareness right there on the assist.
If you're just tuning in, we played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. Outside, George. Davis setting the pick for George. Pass to Knox.
You see the defenders get out of his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the bucket, but not that time.
Wall dishes to Sullinger. And Anderson has it in the corner. 6 to shoot. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2. He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now. Free throw, good, Anderson. And both free throws good for Anderson. Now about 3 minutes gone in the first quarter. So for the Wizards, their last game, a win against the Bucks in Milwaukee.
And they made their mark defensively that day. That was what was, I think, most impressive. Really caused a lot of problems in the paint.
Well, they spent a lot of that game in the air and got their hands on a lot of shots.
And the Wizards with possession. Paul George unable to get his shot to go. Anderson passes to Reynolds. The Wizards working the ball around now. 9 feet out, 6 on the shot clock.
Kind of a shaky first few minutes, guys. 5 field goal attempts, only 1 made.
George passes to Money. The shot's good on the assist by George. And it's 7 points for Money.
You don't see the wide open fadeaway shot too often.
And Wall kicks to Anderson. Ball's knocked loose. To the middle. Rodich uses the glass to finish the layup.
Well, some weak defensive coverage there, and I'm pretty sure they didn't plan on starting this game out like that, giving such easy access to the rim.
Now here's Wall. He had 13 points in the win against Milwaukee.
Come on now, young fella. Watch out. You might bring that whole basket down on top of it.
I didn't think he was ever going to let go of the rim.
He was just enjoying the moment up there.
So it's the Pelicans now. Kicks it to Davis. And that's out of bounds. New Orleans will retain possession. And here now on the 2K leaderboard, the best distributors in the league. The point guards with the most assists per game this season. Well, you look at money, an uncommonly gifted passer leading the league in assists. And of course, John Wall down a few spots. Just 5 to shoot. From the line. Misses off the left iron. Wizards trail by 3. Taken away. And pushing it up. Here's New Orleans.
Boy, he is a strong finisher on the fast break.
Yeah, he sure is. He remains in total control, even at full speed. I love that about it.
For Washington, they've gone 2 of 6 from the field. To the left side wing. Fires from 18. Buries the jump shot. Anderson's got 8 points. New Orleans leading by 3. Outside, George. The pass to Money. He feeds it to Davis. It's tipped. And he finishes it off with a one-handed jam.
Maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that.
And we know he's capable of those memorable dunks.
But, you know, they've got a nice lead. Don't take any chances. The simple one-hander is just fine.
Wizards have gone 3 of 7 from the field since we've gotten underway. Anderson, a screen on George. Now the dish to Anderson. From 15 feet away, again, the Wizards good for 2.
Man, he has been their unquestioned leader offensively this quarter.
For New Orleans, they've gone 6 of 10 from the field in this ballgame. Here's Money, covered by Wall. Here's Money. And no good. Trying to use the glass.
Terrific defense at the rim. They got right in his path.
You know, that's part of what great defenders do. They get not only in your path, but in your head a little bit, too.
Now here's Wall. Looking for his first basket still in this one. Offensive rebound. Pelicans leading by 3. Here's Money. Here's Knox. The baseline jumper goes down.
Gotta love the use of the bounce pass there. Perfect feed.
Tempo, tempo, tempo. I want us to get out in transition, leak out if you have to, but I want to see some easy, fast break opportunities. Now let's get after it, gentlemen.
And the Wizards making a change here. Graham's checked in.
And you've had a chance to see Paul George. How about his numbers? Where does he stack up? Let's take a look. Second in three-point field goal percentage. And his field goal percentage has been off the charts. He's in the top 5 in the NBA in terms of shooting accuracy.
And, you know, going back to his three-point head eye from distance, I mean, only one guy's been better than him, Steve.
Outside, Wall. Sullinger dishes the Wall. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2.
You know, even from here, you could see that one pretty clearly.
Yep, pretty obvious. And a good call by the official.
For Washington, they have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line.
2 shots.
That's good from Wall. So he picks up just 1 from the line that time. Pelicans leading by 4. And now Doris Burke has an update from the sidelines.
Kevin, the Wizards head coach had a couple of moments for me. He said that one player he's really wary of is Anthony Davis, adding he can impact the game in so many ways. Defense, shot shot blocking, rebounding, and scoring. He's still adding muscle, and we've got to capitalize on that strength advantage at both ends. Kevin, that's the MO for any young player. We'll see how he stands up to it.
Thank you, Doris.
He got the shot he wanted off that pick, just couldn't get it to fall.
But Steve, they'll take that play all day long, 10 times out of 10. That was good action.
Here's Knox, and he banks in the layup.
Did you see the defense get caught standing around that time, giving up an easy second chance bucket?
Simply need more of an effort on the boards there, Steve.
Now here's Wall. Right now averaging 15 points a game. Anthony Davis grabs the miss. Davis has got his third rebound tonight. The Pelicans have gone 8 of 14 from the field in the first quarter. Here's Money. 7 points in the game. 6 to shoot. The fadeaway. Another one falls for New Orleans. Well, with that last huddle, you could see the coach was addressing how they were going to make a tactical adjustment.
And after the coach does something like that, it's on the players now to lock in and follow the lead and execute. If they don't, then the coach will put them on the pound.
Here's Sullinger after the made shot from Money. Beal with it. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. From 13, here's Graham, and there's the bucket. Steve with it on the offensive glass, getting it done.
They are really doing a nice job establishing a presence inside early.
And that's going to open things up for them on the perimeter going forward, Clark.
Clark, he's checked in for the Wizards. The Pelicans making a switch here. Here we are in November, and let's see how things are going out east in the early season. Taking a look at Boston. They've got the #1 record in the conference, and because of it, each night out, their competition is going to bring it right out. And, of course, the Wizards, 2 games back.
Well, I think for Washington, with the way they started the season, they'd have you thinking they were one of the favorites coming in instead of the exact opposite.
Yeah, Clark, I mean, there were a lot of teams getting a ton of attention in the preseason, and let's just say they were not one of them.
That's good. Pelicans leading by 6. Here's Money. He's got 11. And the officials call a traveling violation.
A bit of a wobbly start for him. Seems unable to keep a hold of the ball.
Yeah, he needs to settle down right now. 3 turnovers already.
Washington's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. And Wall. Here we go now. And he drops it in from the low post. New Orleans has gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Here's Money. Right through the D for the layup. Money's got 13 points.
His shooting's been outstanding. Definitely one of the reasons his team is up in this game.
Outside, Wall. Pass to Graham. Boom, he jams it straight down. No challenge from the defense there. Clark could have put that one through any way he wanted.
And I love the choice there, partner. Going hard to the hoop for that throwdown.
Yeah, that's invisible defense leading to a very visible finish.
Now, here is George. He had an 18-point outing in their last game against Miami. Curry against Beal. Curry's shot is good. And the Pelicans lead by 6.
Everything going according to the script for them offensively so far.
Yeah, the shots have been falling, that's for sure. The offense really in a good groove.
Here is Wall. Can't get it to go. And New Orleans will go the other way with it.
He's been anything but his usual self this quarter. It's actually been ugly to see.
They double him with Wall. Here's Money. He dishes it to Curry. Here's Muscala. It's Clark with the rebound.
He's always going to have a difficult time finishing when the defense is in his face like that.
Beal with it. George picks him up. Beal the pass to Wall. Right side, Wall. Shot's good. Wall's got 5 points so far. 51 seconds left in the first quarter. Here's Money, and he goes up strong with one hand and flushes it down. The defense looking a little bit dazed now. A ferocious throw down there.
Not bad for a player of his size.
Not bad at all. How about that spring coming out of those legs?
Now here's Beal. He hasn't scored yet. That I'm sure will change. Wall, that's good.
Yeah, off to a rough start. Just doesn't seem to have the rhythm with his shot.
Pelicans leading by 4. Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Deflects the pass. Davis kicks to Curry. Back to Davis. Right side Davis takes the 12-footer and hits. Davis has got his second bucket.
Smart. Use that big height advantage. Get the shot off.
Well, it's hard to put a big man on him, Steve, that far from the hoop. I mean, he's versatile.
And it's out of bounds to the Wizards as Washington retains possession.
Get in his face.
With 4 seconds on the clock, that's good on the jump shot.
Boy, has there been any defense played yet in this game?
Nope, this game has been all about rapid-fire offense early.
And so the first quarter is in the books. Pelicans ahead, up by 4. We'll be back shortly live from the Verizon Center.
Tune in Tuesday, November 30th. Dante Exum and the Utah Jazz go up against Anthony Davis and the New Orleans Pelicans. Be there.
And now the second quarter just getting set to start. And looking at what we've seen from the Pelicans, what do you guys think?
And I like what they've done offensively, really attacking the rim, getting a lot of points in the paint.
And guys, they've been the aggressor early. I mean, attacking the hoop and getting into the paint, that can make the game really easy for you.
Making a change here. Anderson's checked in. A big group substitution here for New Orleans. So for New Orleans right now, Money, he's in at point guard. He's out there with Gordon. And it's Knox in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Feeds it to Gordon. New Orleans moving the ball around. Oh, and a fast break for the Wizards. Here's Oliverio. Can't connect from short range. New Orleans gone 1 of 4 from three-point range in the second. Not a whole lot dropping out there for them. And here we go. Washington fast break. And again, Washington no good.
This quarter has not been his best. The defense may be starting to affect him a little bit.
In low to Davis. Deflects the pass. And that's out of bounds. New Orleans will retain possession. And a brief look now at who's leading the league in the rebound department. Anthony Davis is second.
Anytime you can get someone to pull down that many rebounds on a consistent basis, your team has no choice but to do well.
Here's Money. Rebound by the Wizards.
Well, as far as jump shots go, that's as high percentage as it gets.
I'm not sure how that didn't go down. And, you know, a chance here to see where the Pelicans sit in the NBA statistically. First in scoring. First in assists. And they're also #1 getting into the passing lanes and coming up with steals. An aggressive team that ball hawks very effectively.
And the points that they're scoring per game that you talked about, it was really a result of great offensive execution. I mean, this is a club that works well together. They get great looks, and they'll also score in transition.
Shot's good. Money's got 17.
Beautiful job angling his body, shielding the big man from the ball on his way to the basket.
That's really the only way to do it if you're going to take it down there amongst the tall trees.
Now here's Beal. He's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. From past the arc. That is good.
D there, guys, was pretty much non-existent. I mean, you can't leave a good shooter like that open.
New Orleans in the lead. Here's Money. He's got 17. And it's blocked. And a chance here to catch up with the fourth member of our crew, Doris Burke. Hi, Doris.
Well, guys, Money in the last outing against the Heat got the job done. He ended up with 56 points, and he got there with his usual way. Just an impressive barrage of threes. It was a performance for the ages, and one that will have the whole league talking.
All right, Doris, thank you. It really was a stunning performance, Clark. He was at his absolute best in this game.
Yeah, and the only thing about having a game like that, Kevin, is that it's almost impossible to duplicate it here tonight.
Well, but nobody's expecting that, Clark, and they don't need him to do that. If he's even half as good as he was that night, it should be enough.
The entire defense was frozen-footed. Nobody picked up the shooter, Kevin.
And with a quick chance here, let's take a look now at some of the numbers for Bradley Beal. Averaging 13 points a game, 5 rebounds, and 3 assists. Certainly not numbers he should be disappointed in, but we know what a high standard he holds himself to.
Well, quite honestly, I hope he's not disappointed. I mean, he's been giving them major contributions on a daily basis.
New Orleans has gone 1 of 4 from three-point range in the second. Not a whole lot dropping out there for them. Dishes it to Gordon. Out of bounds, Washington takes possession.
Well, he just didn't make the catch, didn't look the ball into his hands. He must have thought the ball was going somewhere else.
So it's Washington now. They trail by 1. They'll be hosting Orlando for the next one. That'll be the second of 4 games at home for them.
And for the Magic, you know, that's a game they would really like to take.
Beal can't get it to go. Well, for New Orleans, shooting is definitely lagging at the moment. They're just 30% in the second quarter. Here's Money. He's got 19. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
Check out the game for Money. 19 points and also 3 steals. He's got more than half his team's points. Unreal.
It's like they don't even need a second or third option. I mean, he's all they need right now.
And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Pelicans.
They've set the first half tone by really getting out in transition.
They've gotten their fair share of points off turnovers so far tonight, too.
And Washington making a change here. Wall's checked in. Another steal. And a fast break now for the Pelicans. Gordon's running. Pass to Money. From deep. And that one falls, coming off of Davis's feed. 23 points for Money.
Well, offensively, he's taken a solid opening quarter and just built on it here in the second.
Yep, it goes in, and the Pelican lead is cut down to just 3 in the basket from Beal.
Well, it looks like he's finally found his footing in this game. His first quarter was a real struggle, but he's gotten it going now.
Here's Money. 23 points in the game. Rodich. Sullinger with the rebound. Washington shooting 40% since the beginning of the second quarter. The jump hook. Anderson can't get it to go. New Orleans leading by 3. Here's Money. Rejected by Wall. Left side, Wall. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup. Wall's got 9.
Not much the defense can do once he gets to the bucket.
Releases from 15, and he gets it to go. And the Pelicans lead by 3. Washington with the ball. It's tipped. It's stolen by Davis. And a fast break now for the Pelicans. Nice catch and finish on the alley-oop.
How nice was that alley-oop? Those two really have a good connection.
Yeah, read each other so well. It's a play I'm sure, Clark, they love to run.
And as the receiver, he didn't feel like he had the need to go for the monster finish. Just laying it in, making sure he got the points.
So it's Washington now, following the score by New Orleans. And there's the feed to Wall. Again, the miss by Wall. Pelicans leading by 5. Gordon, the pass to Money. Always going up for the alley-oop here. Out of bounds, Washington takes possession.
Where was he going with that pass? I mean, that's just an awful turnover.
The Wizards making a switch here. Graham's checked in. The Pelicans making a switch here. Here's Wall. He's got 9. He kicks it to Graham. It's Beal on the wing. And Wall. Here we go now. Davis with some nice D.
You know, he just hasn't looked right to me. A bit out of sorts, if you will. Something's off with his mechanics, at least as I look at it.
And the free throws are starting to pile up a little bit here, more so than in the first quarter.
And that's one of the reasons they're in front right now.
Pelicans shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. Clark, he's checked in for Sellinger. And he makes both free throws. Here's Wall. Right now averaging 15 points a game. Passes to Graham. At the top of the key, Clark. Left side, Wall. 5 to shoot. Again, the miss by Wall. New Orleans leading by 7. Here's Money. He's got 23. Kicks it to Davis. Puts the fade away right on the money. Davis has got 6.
Boy, such outstanding patience and decision-making for them offensively.
Yeah, absolutely. Their ball movement has been outstanding. They are piling up the assists.
And he gets it to go. And that's now 9 points here for Beal.
I'll tell you what, he's enjoyed a very good day shooting the ball so far. He can bring them right back into this.
And out of bounds as the Wizards gain possession. Here we are in November. Let's see how things are shaking out in the West early in the season. Taking a look at New Orleans. A terrific position for them as they hold up that illustrious top spot, but it's a long season, as we all know. And, of course, the Denver Nuggets, sitting directly below them, just 1 spot down.
When I look at New Orleans, they've come out strong. I mean, sitting high atop the standings in the early going. A bit surprising, but very impressive, too.
Well, such a talented roster, Clark, and they're leaving no doubt. I mean, this is a team with a chance to go all the way.
Here's Money after the basket by Washington. We've got 1:23 left to play here in the second quarter. Here's Huffman. Will not go. This is off the front iron. Wizards trailed by 5. And there's Beal. That's good on the assist by Wall. And 11 points here for Beal.
Boy, he is a strong finisher on the fast break.
Yeah, he sure is. He remains in total control, even at full speed. I love that about him. Phenomenal alley-oop slam right there, guys.
They're taking advantage, Clark, of a team that looks lost out there.
Yeah, this is threatening to get kind of ugly out here.
Now here's Wall. 9 points in the game so far. Rebound by Money.
I'll tell you what, the way he's been going this quarter, guys, they're going to need somebody else to pick up the slack.
It's tipped. Beal with the steal.
Not sure if they're aware of the 2-for-1 opportunity they have.
Well, they need to be.
And the shot is good. And that's 11 points for Wall.
That is such good work to make this a one-possession game. Terrific steal to get it all started.
Yeah, it's one thing to create a turnover, but to so alertly turn it into a transition opportunity, that's even better.
Now here's Wall after the miss from Money. And the shot is good. And that's 13 points for John Wall.
Boy, they've gone on this run, and ball movement has been a big key.
Yeah, they have the defense on the run right now because every pass seems to have a purpose. They're getting great movement, great spacing, and they're really lining them up defensively.
Too many turnovers.
Here comes Beal. 11 points in the game. To the wing right side. Wall missing again. Moving it up. 1 second left.
Okay, guys, let's focus and get down to business. Now, here's a few things I took away from the first half.
Sides have assessed what they need to do over the break in halftime. We'll see now if one can pull out a way here in the third. They've got Anderson. Jared Sullinger is out there with Wall, and it's Reynolds in at the 2 spot. That's the 5 on the 4 for the Wizards. Gets the three-pointer to fall. 5 points in the game.
He's got so much junk in his trunk. He'll find a way to hurt you.
The Pelicans trail. Here's Money. Gets to the rim for 2 with the D all over him. 8 points for Davis.
Look at the combination of size and touch. That's why he's a great finisher down low.
The pass to Sullinger. Here's Reynolds. Off target from outside.
Well, that defense went from poor to no defense at all.
Well, you don't see him miss that shot very often. When he's open like that, it's usually lights out. These guys know each other well, clearly, because that was a beautiful pass.
And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in. He feeds it to Sullinger. It's rebounded by New Orleans. Money's got 3 rebounds so far in the game. And he's going up for the alley-oop. And Davis throws it down. Great game for him. Double-double now. 10 points and 10 rebounds. Here's Wall. 13 points in the game. Pass to Reynolds. Sullinger dishes to Wall. From the arc. Oliverio. He's guarded by Davis.
1 for 5 on offense. A slow start here in the second half.
It's tipped. Rodic. And he makes good on the layup. They got on this roll a while ago, and they just haven't looked back.
Boy, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip. They've got a battle inside.
Well, this game has been tough, Clark. I mean, they're getting after it, and I think they're starting to run a little bit low on energy, possibly.
Money passes to George.
Oh, ridiculous.
Tore it down that time.
Well, now's the time to push and really try to extend this lead, and that's exactly what they're trying to do.
You know, a lot of times it's hard in the third quarter to make this kind of a push, but it's paying off.
Wizards trail by 8. Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. They get it back. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up.
And no question, he got bumped on that shot.
Definitely no room for discussion on that one.
The Wizards have been successful on 3 of their 4 free throw attempts up to this point.
2 shots.
That free throw good from Sullinger. The free throw's good from Sullinger. And here's New Orleans now. They're on a 10-2 run here. George passes to Money. A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. And he gets it to go. 15 points in the game.
And assists like that have typified their effort today. Great ball movement.
Really an example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end.
So it's Washington now, and the Pelicans picked up 3 with their last shot. There's the bucket. Good. Pelicans leading by 7. From deep. And again, New Orleans with the triple.
What a great start to the second half. They still haven't missed a field goal.
Wizards have gone 2 of 7 from the field in the third. That leaves room for improvements here. And Wall kicks to Anderson. No good. Great D that time from Davis.
You've got to give them a lot of credit for the job they've done on the backboards.
Well, they've done a lot of things right, but I agree with you, Clark. Their rebounding is right there at the top of the list. Third 3 in a row right there.
Adjustment time for the defense, guys.
And here's Wall after the three-pointer from Money. There's the dish to Sullinger. Here's Reynolds. Here's Anderson. Banked in off the glass. Anderson's got 14.
He was the first one to react to that miss. Excellent anticipation on his part. A hustle play on the putback by him.
Tries a three. The rebound by Anderson. Anderson's got 6 rebounds in the game. No one can fall as he lets it go. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron. Pelicans leading by 9. Here's Money. He has 29. And there's the pass to Davis. And he gets the bucket. 12 points for him.
And their interior defense getting exposed once again. How many open looks at the rim are they going to allow?
Washington's gone 1 of 4 in three-point shots here in the third. Outside, Wall. Here's Oliverio. No good on the shot, a bit long that time. New Orleans has gotten going here in the second half from outside, nailing 3 of 4 from the arc. Money passes to Davis. New Orleans moving it around. Stolen by Anderson. In transition, here come the Wizards. Wall's running. Here's Reynolds. It's rebounded by New Orleans.
He has just disappeared this quarter, not making a mark at all offensively.
And I'm sure he's ready to put this quarter behind him and quickly.
Here's Money. Here's Davis. Right through the D for the layup. Davis has got the lead up to 13 now for the Pelicans.
Impeccable mechanics this quarter. He's been perfect from the field.
And the Pelicans making a change here. Teague's checked in. And let's run down the top 3-point shooting point guards in the league this season. Are you looking, Money? He's absolutely deadly from outside.
And he's just so exceptional from long range that it forces the defense out and really opens up passing and driving lanes for him.
I really like the three-point shot as a very useful weapon for a point guard. I mean, it should be part of his arsenal. And this guy uses it as good or better than anyone else in the league.
Pelicans leading by 11. Pass to Knox. Here's Money. And he's going up for the alley-oop. And it's Davis finishing it off.
And the lead just grows on that ridiculous offensive sequence.
You know, Clark, that dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop.
Yeah, that just added more to it.
Yeah, what a beautiful connection on that play.
And that is good. 9 points in the game so far.
Well, since we hit half number 2, he's finally come around. The first half was not his best, obviously.
Here's Money, covered by Wall. It's tipped. And here we go. Washington fast break. Wall's running.
A moment here now to see how the numbers are going for Anthony Davis. First in field goal percentage, second in rebounding. And, you know, when he gets to the free throw line, he makes the most of it. He's ranked in the top 20 in free throw percentage.
I don't think we can overlook the fact that he's the top field goal percentage shooter in the league. I mean, lights out. That's really the only way to describe him. He doesn't miss much.
That's good from Wall.
Take a look at what John Wall's done. 16 points and 4 assists.
And Washington making a change here. That one is no good.
They've shown effort and aggression in the paint right from the tip. Their rebounding edge is impressive.
And I'll tell you what, they've turned a lot of those rebounds into points at the other end. Shaky defense down low again. It's been a mismatch in the paint.
I'm sure they didn't go into this one expecting to get battered like they have inside.
Well, those chances are almost always 2 points for him. I guess the defense did what it had to do to bother.
Sullinger dishes to Wall. Here's Reynolds. Another shot. Yep, it goes in. The Pelican lead is cut down to just 10 points with the bucket from Graham.
I like the way they got the ball inside there.
New Orleans has gone past the three-point line for 13 of their shots. They're 6 of 13. Here's Money, covered by Wall. The layup off target. There's the pass to Reynolds. Fires the three. That's good. And so Wall with the assist. Wall's got assist number 5 here tonight.
There is no way a player like him can be left wide open like that. Did you pay attention to the scouting report?
Beal with the steal. Oh, and here comes Wall all alone. Throws down the breakaway jam.
Textbook example there of how to use defense to create offense.
Yeah, beautiful transition play after the steal all the way to the basket.
Wasted no time going from defense to offense.
Yeah, it feels like they're starting to pick up the intensity as the game itself starts to get a little more tight and close.
Clark, he's checked in for Washington. Muscala, he's checked in for New Orleans. Curry comes in for money. New Orleans leading by 5. Curry kicks to George.
Substitution
Here.
Knox.
New Orleans have gotten 12 of their points from long range in the third quarter, going 4 of 5 shooting. Beal against Gordon. And there's Stephen Curry on the assist by Gordon.
For 3.
And that's now 11 points for Steph Curry.
Money.
And that's a foul called on Money. That's his 3rd foul of the game. It'll count. No up. Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. Pelicans lead by 15. And we'll have the start of the 4th quarter for you. Pelicans leading by 15 on the court for the Pelicans, getting the 4th quarter going. New Orleans moving it around, puts one up from 19. Shot clock at 6. Rodich, and again New Orleans with the triple.
Clark, they're really struggling guarding that three-point line.
And they're not making up for it with their own shots from deep either, Steve.
Outside, Wall. Pass to Beal. To the left wing. Here's Oliverio. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. The Pelicans shooting extremely well. 62% of the night to this point.
Nice silky finish on the alley-oop.
That sequence, I don't think Clark could have been executed any better.
Stupendous feed.
Boy, I hope we see a few more of those.
It's Wall with the drive. Here's Anderson.
His 4th foul, and I'm sure he picked it up a little earlier than he would have liked.
And he's knocked off course by the D. The foul called. He'll shoot free throws.
Foul. Pelicans foul called. Money. That's his 4th personal.
What do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Pelicans?
Anderson.
Well, they forced a decent number of turnovers in this one, fellas, and they've turned most of those turnovers into points.
And they're also really getting out in transition and scoring some hoops in the fast break tonight.
And what a game for Anderson. He has 15 points, and he has 1 steal to his credit as well.
But he's done a better job than the numbers indicate, really. I think he's been really sound defensively, and he's helped his club.
And so he's able to get 1 of 2. Pelicans leading by 19. Rodich. And they're going to count the bucket and send him to the line. It could be a 3-point play.
Look at that lead up and down the court. They have been in complete control all night.
And it's kept this building as quiet as a library. These fans have had nothing to cheer for.
Rodich.
A few possessions into the 4th quarter, just over a minute played. Knocked away. And so it looks like Washington will retain possession here.
Washington ball. 19 seconds on the shot clock. 19.
And Washington has possession. To the left side wing. Sullinger passes to Anderson. No one near Wall as he lets it go. Again, the miss by Wall. For New Orleans, they've gotten all 3 of their shots to drop here in the 4th quarter. They came out of the break on a roll. Here's Money. Rebounded by the Wizards. Zellinger's got 5 rebounds tonight. Now Wall. The steal. A solo fast break. Pushing it up. Here's Davis. Now that's how to finish the break. Throw down with force.
And the defense paying instant dividends. Fast break basket.
Yeah, that transition was immediate. Didn't waste a second getting out on the break.
Outside, Wall. And Beal kicks to Zellinger. Plenty of space. And the jumper falls for him. Here's Money.
John Wall.
Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter.
Foul ball. John Wall. That's his 2nd personal foul. At the line for the Pelicans.
That free throw, no good. To Paul George, he's checked in for New Orleans. And he's good on the second.
They didn't shoot it well from the line in the first half. But they've turned it around here, and it's helped them secure the lead. I mean, free throw shooting is important when you're trying to pad a lead.
Wall's shot is off. And even 3-on-3 break. Tries from 16. Sinks it in the shot from Money. Money's got 32 points in the game.
All the buckets he's poured in today have put them in a terrific position heading into the stretch.
And Anderson gets it to go.
He is setting this place on fire, fellas. His shooting has been off the charts.
New Orleans leading by 23. Here's Money. He lobs up the alley-oop pass, and it's out of bounds. The Wizards will take it the other way.
Where was he going with that pass? I mean, that's just an awful turnover.
The Wizards have gone just 33% from the field in the 4th quarter so far. They are 2 of 6. Here's Wall. Hits some rim on the way in, and the bucket's good. He's got 20.
Even though it went down, I don't think that's the kind of look they should be settling for.
Here's Money. Terrific design on the pick play, and he lays it in.
They've been getting way too many high percentage looks close to the basket, and tell you what, when they're getting them, they're converting.
You know, the play in the paint, an aspect of this game that has gone entirely their way.
Feeds it to Anderson. One-on-one fast break. Rodic. Wall grabs the board.
And you got to like the defense inside, really protecting the rim.
Challenging shots and making his presence felt around the rim, that's exactly what he can give you.
What a smooth finish.
Well, he's certainly the one they want on the end of those breaks. He always finishes strong.
Here's Money. And it's good. Money's got 13 points here in the second half alone.
Boy, nice work inside. Tough to get that shot over a big defender like that.
No, that takes skill and creativity, Steve, particularly on the release to make sure he doesn't get a hand on it.
George passes to Money. Pass to Knox. And it's good. Fought through contact, hits the shot. He'll go to the free throw line.
Heard the whistle and still kept his focus, able to knock that down.
And that is not easy, Steve. I mean, to take the bump, to maintain control of your body, and put it in the hole, tremendous play.
And the free throw, no good. For Washington, they've gotten just under 45% of their attempts to drop in the 4th. 4 of 9. Here's Zellinger. Marvelous lead pass, and he throws it down.
See the way he times his passes so well? That's a great assist.
Here's Money, covered by Wall. And here's George for 3. Can't get it to go. And the Wizards now going the other way.
Well, he did have a three-pointer in the first half, but so far here in the second, he's come up empty.
Here's Oliverio. Bangs home the trifecta.
I'm not sure that was the play they had set up, but it was too good a look to pass it.
Pelicans leading by 20. Here's Money. He dishes it to Davis. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on John Wall. Off the inbound. Makes it 2 points there for Money. Money's got 9 points now in the quarter.
Wow, what a shot. I'm not sure how he made that one.
Yep, heat check time.
Wall attacking. And Anderson has it in the corner. Dishes it to Beal. That one off the back iron and out.
Looked like he rushed that one, guys. The defense was out of position. He was wide open, just couldn't take advantage.
New Orleans moving it around to the paint. Out of bounds. Washington takes possession.
Still Wizards ball. 13 seconds on the shot clock. 13.
Washington's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. To the left side wing. Back to Wall. He tries for 3. Here's Anderson. And there's 2 points. Working on the glass, paying off that time. Anderson's got 19 points. Passes to Knox. Rodich. He's covered by Beal. Here's Money. Got a piece of it. Stolen by Anderson. And here's Beal. Here's Oliverio. And it's off from three-point range. New Orleans leading by 20. Here's Money. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. Out of bounds. Washington takes possession.
Such a careless pass. You've got to keep your head in the game here.
For Washington, they've gone 7 of 15 from the floor here in the fourth. Right around 46-47%. Here he comes, and there he goes.
Look at him punish that rack.
You know, the guys on the bench are going crazy right now at the sight of that jam.
Wall attacking. There's the 3. Anthony Davis with the rebound. Davis has got his 16th rebound on the night. George passes to Money. Five to shoot. And it's New Orleans scoring again.
He has really put his foot on the pedal this quarter, doing a tremendous job leading their offense.
The feed to Sullinger. Davis with the double team. Kicks to Anderson. Out of bounds. New Orleans will take possession.
Boy, just a brain cramp, guys. I mean, that should have been the simplest of exchanges.
Pelican shooting an impressive 65%, having their way with this defense. Davis in the corner. Rodich misses the 3. Washington shooting reasonably well, 45%. Up the floor. The dish to Wall, and it's Beal in the corner. And that comes off the assist by John Wall. 16 points here for Beal.
This guy will really make you pay if you leave him enough room outside.
Here's Money, covered by Wall. Money passes to Davis. A stupendous finish in traffic. Davis has got 22 points. And taking care of the ball has been a problem for him.
Yeah, defensively, some really good pressure being applied, though, so he's got to give credit there. It seems like they've been rattled a little bit.
Steve, you think they've been rattled?
Oh, they're rattled all right, and turnovers will kill you, especially with a team like this that can force turnovers and get out in transition.
George with the screen on Wall. No good for Money.
Well, what appeared to be an easy 2 points just never materialized.
Reynolds, and he gets it to go. Pelicans leading by 21. High post shot. Here's Davis. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2.
Davis playing very well. He's got 16 rebounds and 1 steal. What touch he's got out there. He's hardly missed anything.
Well, they've got to do anything they can to keep the ball out of his hands.
At the line for the Pelicans, Anthony Davis.
And that one falls for Davis. No good on the second free throw.
He's done a much better job of getting to the line here. Aggressively taking it inside and not shying away from contact. I thought he was settling a bit in the first.
Now the pass to Knox. Outside, Wall. Wall draws the double. Here's Oliverio. And the rebound goes to the Pelicans. George has got 7 rebounds in the game. Here's Money. Pass to Knox. Stolen by Anderson. Outside, Wall. Out left to the wing. Here's Oliverio. And another miss by Washington.
Not sure if he just ran out of gas or what, Kevin, but he's been awful ever since the second half started. He's not even been a factor.
And now here comes Wall leading the break. Here's Reynolds. Soft touch off the glass.
And guys, with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who's watched it. I mean, just a total mismatch in a true show of strength for the Pelicans.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, Stephen Clark. An all-around dominant performance. Clark, and you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
I certainly did, and they just cracked it open and made it an NC. No contest.
Yeah, I like that. And so this will mark the 15th win of the year for them.
And it always feels good to get that first win in the season series. Going head-to-head twice this year, this will put them up 1-0 so far against the Wizards.
And what a huge standout performance it was for Money. And a big part of their success was his ability to keep the ball moving and finding guys when they would flash open. Yeah, he got whacked. Shouldn't be much debate on that.
Yeah, that was as straightforward as it gets, guys.
It's checked in for Money. So
Well, the outcome of this one never really in doubt tonight. Would you say that this was one of the better performances by this team this year?
Sure felt like it, yeah. It's just nice to see exactly what this team's capable of when we all execute like we know we can. Makes me excited to get the next game started so we can build on this win.
Well done. Kevin, a young man, always looking for more.
Thanks, Doris. That about does it for Clark Kellogg, Steve Kerr, and Doris Burke, and the rest of our great crew. This is Kevin Harlan saying so long and thanks for watching. Now, here is our Jordan Player of the Game.